So it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to be boarding this train coming in right now, which makes me really happy. And it is a diesel-powered train because I see no wires going above. And I'm supposed to be in first class. Let's get on the train. Bingo. And let's get going. Well, I'm still on the train here. We're about 45 minutes out from Füssen, and then we take a bus up to Neuschwanstein and the other castle, and this is what I'm seeing right now. So you can see the mountains up there in the distance, and this is definitely farm country. So I've seen plenty of dairy cows and corn, and everything is so clean and neat. I mean, just there's no garbage or stray anything anywhere. It's hard pressed to find piles of garbage and junk like I did in Portugal. But and over here, they wave the camera. Hello. This is David and Teresa from Nashville, Tennessee, and I've been chewing their ear off a little bit on the way out. And they're here doing a little sightseeing touring before heading off to Berlin. So go back this way. Yep. So this is definitely on the nice side. So next up, Neuschwanstein. Well, I've made it here to the older of the castles, and I can't remember the name of this one. If I do, I'll slaughter it, so I'll just put it in the subtitle somewhere in the video. But this is the original castle that King Ludwig grew up in to give him inspiration to build the castle up there on the hill. So you can see here this nice little garden laid out. Apparently they restored it in 2007 to match what it was originally when it was built. And so let me walk around, and we have the lion fountain here. Very nice. And all these people here are basically cooling their heels until their tour comes up. My tour comes up at 11:55, about a few minutes. And we walk this way, coming up here. And I believe this is the exit for the tour. So the tour probably comes out this direction. And this is the second of 3 fountains, I believe. And looking back here to the original fountain, so you can see how nice it would be here just as anybody coming here to visit, royalty or peasant, and everything in between, with these stunning views. I mean, I can imagine being out here like today. It's mid-September. It's not cold right now. The sun's shining on us, and it's lovely. And here's another entrance or exit for the castle. This castle right here. This lovely red. I have no idea what's there. And come up to this. And this talks about the fountains. So if you want to press pause to read. And here's the third fountain. Let me come around here. And of course you have the lovely view of the lake. Parts of the town, which you can tell the whole town here is designed to support the people coming here, and a better shot of the castle. Okay, continuing, you see the castle. And I come down here, and you can see everybody's kind of queued up. I believe I'm 147 or 145. And yeah, coming up shortly. Another 20 minutes or so. And oh, here's the other lion. Fountain. Here's a third fountain. I forgot about this one. Here. So I guess each of those three fountains represents, or four fountains represent some other aspect of culture. I think this is Christianity here. And let's see what else we can see. Oh, this is the entrance up to the castle itself. So you can see it's wide enough to take a carriage and to stop here, and the carriage actually can do a 360. So that's it so far. There's no pictures in the castle, but I want to give you this last parting shot of this lovely view, and you can kind of take a peek at the castle there, and the castle kitchen is down there, and there's the staircase. And let's start this tour. Well, I'm done with one castle, and I have about an hour to get to the next one. So let's go ahead and walk down. I see quite imposing. Actually, it's interesting because there's multiple floors. So like one floor is like billiard room entrance area. Second floor is the next floor up is the queen's room, or queen's floor. The next floor up is the king's floor. And the final top floor way up there is where the servants and children used to live, but the children were moved over to this block, and but the main kitchen is down over there, which you saw earlier. So here is the entranceway. Like I said earlier, this is probably very impressive coming up here on a horse-drawn carriage. I'm assuming the carriage would fit here. Just continue riding up the last few 100 feet or so. And that's it for this castle. So I have to hoof it over to the other castle. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I'll have to figure that out. And then have that tour and call it quits for this lovely part of Bavaria. Okay, time for my next climb. They claim it takes 40 minutes to get up there. Up this little trail here and roadway. But with my Camino legs, I doubt it's gonna take 40 minutes. So I'm gonna time myself and push myself to see how long it takes me to get up the top of the hill. "20 minutes from where I started timing myself to get up to here. 20 minutes. And that's just a little bit up the road from the 40-minute mark, the supposed 40-minute mark. So if you're in good shape, even snapping a few pictures, you can get up the top of this hill in 20, 22 minutes tops. You don't need 40 minutes. But this is the inner courtyard right here. And this is the gatehouse. Let me go back through it so you can take a look at the front of the castle, or the entrance. But going back, there's your castle. All we need is Tinkerbell. And check these views out. I can see why King Ludwig liked it up here. And you can see the view of the lake that way. And then here's the front red brick entrance. It looks like they're doing restoration work right now because the brick really does pop. Nice and bright red. People huffing and puffing coming up the hill. Of course, when you walk the Camino for 500 plus miles, it kind of puts you in shape for something like this. And then just down the hill a little bit further is a little there's a couple different places you can buy stuff and trinkets. But I am going to hit the restroom and cool off, and then get ready for my next tour. still have about 10 minutes to kill. But this is the main, not courtyard, but entertainment area, I guess. And it comes up by this staircase. And you can see this is part of the castle here. And they're doing some renovation work. Obviously from the front too, they've been doing renovation work, but you can see right here. Oh, sorry. So you can see the castle here, the entrance to the castle, the gatehouse, I guess. And all these people queued up. And I checked over at information, and apparently there's a 3-hour queue right now to come in and see the castle. So it's almost 2 o'clock. So you figure you won't see the castle till 5 at the earliest if you come now. So I'm gonna go down the steps here. And this is part of the castle I can show you because I think inside there's no photos. And here you go. The rest of the courtyard right here. Well, the tour is over. It ends in the gift shop right here. And you can see this is parts of the unfinished castle. You can see all the exposed brickwork. So it was never completed, but a nice complete gift shop. And check the view out from here. So you can imagine upstairs in the various rooms what it looked like. And you can see the floor is quite rustic. And I guess we are going to exit via the kitchen. I don't see any verboten, do not, exit. Cafes right here, multi-vision. And let's take a quick walk that way. Pardon? Cafe, which I'm going to skip the cafe because I need to make sure I get back to town in time for my train. And Ludwig's Vision and the cafe. And here we go. Hello. Oh my gosh, here we go. This is amazing. Okay. Let's come out here. Okay, let's check this out. And coming up here. And see, that's the other castle I visited earlier today. And you can see this castle from that castle. And there's various people waiting to come up here. And there's the 2 lakes. Oh, time to get by here. Thank you. And this is about it. The exit's right there, but this right here is actually a heater. So they would fire and warm air would pass through pipes and then would come out through these to heat the various rooms of the castle. And it's very decorative tile work and ceramics. But this is what I really want to show you, is right here. This is a scale model of the castle. So we came up this way around the front here to the front entranceway. You saw that earlier. And get around this guy here. And then we waited over here in the courtyard. And then basically what they had us do is we went through that little entrance doorway there where the staircase goes up. We went through the doorway. We went up, I think, 3 flights of stairs to come to the 3rd floor. And we kind of walked into the other part of the castle. And matter of fact, I believe, yeah, over here where the Loga is, that's where the cafe is. And we basically had to work our way back. But we went and toured part of the castle, because part of the castle is actually unfinished, unoccupied space. And I still show you pictures of that. You can see the exposed brickwork in the cafe. You can see the beams in the ceiling, the steel beams they use to support the floors. So everybody else is here pretty much well done. I checked my time. I have a little less than 3 hours to get back to the train, so I got to decide what to do at that time. But here's something else. And then we'll do one last shot out the window here at the bridge. So that's the famous bridge up there. So maybe I'll hike up to that, take some pictures of the bridge, of the castle, and then hurry back. Okay, I'm on the bridge now. I got time. Check the waterfall out. See the water. And this bridge is wobbling. And it's gonna collapse any moment. Guys, good. It's gonna collapse any moment here, so I'm gonna get across. But then again, it's Bavarian engineering, so I feel very safe actually. So there's a castle. What? Yes. Yes, you are. Yeah. So here we go. We're traffic jam here. Oh, it's the board that we're moving here. So I'm going to push pause. Okay, I'm resuming now. A little more of the falls here. And I'm going to take pictures on the way back, but here we go. Don't stop. But again, castle. You're on the wrong side of the road. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. Coming through. Did you see? And oh, sorry. There you go. There you go. Take a picture.
Yes. Okay, done. Okay, it's your turn.
Thank you. And let me get through, let me get through. Thank you. And a few more seconds here. So I'm not sure what that is. It's the cable car that takes you down, but look at all the tourists. And the bridge is not moving too much, but it's all the wooden slats are flexing here. So come back here a little bit. Yeah, this is the best shot right here. So I'm gonna take some photos now. Well, as I look out the window here at my traveling companions again, but you can see off in the distance the Alps are disappearing and the sun is going over the horizon. But this is the type of territory I've been in. You know, once you get outside of Munich, about a half hour, 45 minutes, this is what you get to see. So the train is stopping at various locations along the way. But this kind of wraps up my day. So perhaps more video, but that's about it. Till later.